Hi, I'm Max Spainhammer.
And I'm Troy McCormick. Welcome to Indiana Outdoor Adventures. Indiana Outdoor Adventures is brought to you by Wind River Outfitters, Idaho's finest guide service; Voluforms, one of the Midwest's leading providers of print products and services; Maston's Deer Scents; Hillbilly Custom Game Calls; the Deer Age Tool app; Hunter's Safety System; and Fire Knock, the most advanced lighted knock. Welcome back to Indiana Outdoor Adventures. I'm Troy McCormick, and today we're with Michael Wilson, our winner of our 2011 Wild Turkey Hunt Contest. And Mike and I have been out in the woods today, and we've been seeing some turkeys.
Yes, we have.
In fact, Mike, tell me just a little bit about the hunt and what you thought about it today.
Well, this morning was absolutely beautiful. It was just a beautiful morning starting off. The birds wasn't real active. They was actually kind of quiet this morning, but the pace kind of picked up. We had some hens come in early, and then after later on, we had a Tom. He decided he wanted to start talking to us a little bit.
It wasn't until 11 o'clock in the morning. We've been out there since 6:30, waiting for the sun to come up and trying to coax him into gobbling, but we didn't hear our first gobble until 11 o'clock.
It was 11 o'clock. Then I think he talked to us for about 45 minutes before he ever circled around to us.
Yep. Yeah, we had a lot of real good action. We had he was double gobbling to our calls, and we got him in probably within maybe 50, 60 yards, but he just would not come out of the woods into the little pocket field that we were watching to get a shot. And we're pretty sure that after he got quiet and a hen and a tom came out down to our left, that they had probably circled around.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Do you remember how that happened?
A little bit. I remember how the hen came out and she went across the field. And then it seemed like about 10 minutes later, we had a nice tom come out.
Yeah, he did. He came out and puffed up into, now he was off to your left. It was kind of hard for you to see out of the blind.
Yes, he was.
We had a very small shooting window straight ahead for you toward the decoys, a small window to the right so you could see me because I was filming out of the blind next to you, and then you had a little window with some screen netting on the left.
That is right.
And I actually had a better view looking down the tree line to see him than what you did.
Yes, you did.
And I think it was one of those, psst, psst, Mike, over there. And you turned around and you saw him. Was he in strut at that point?
He just had stepped out and went into full strut.
Okay. And he kind of worked his way to us.
He made a beeline right beside that tree line, all the way up there to us. It looked to be within 20 feet.
Came up within 20 feet of you. Now, why didn't you shoot? The big question.
The big question was because the way I was sitting in the blind.
You were sitting facing forward.
I was sitting facing forward, and I couldn't get the gun, be able to get outside the window.
And the plan was, because you knew that I'm filming the decoys out here. He's coming right toward the decoys. He's going to pass right in front of you.
Yes, he was.
So you were going to let me get some wonderful video footage.
That was my plan, to have him come up and actually be able to talk to the other decoy there, and then be able to take him and harvest him.
Didn't work.
No, it did not. He definitely outsmarted me today.
He got up there close to the blind, and we're not sure what he saw that he didn't like. We were using an actual taxidermy mount, full tom in display, and it was a pretty beat up decoy. It had been roughed around. And I just wonder if he thought, that bird looks a little tough to fight with. Because he did. He just looked over the decoy, turned around, and started to head back. And you're still aiming forward, and he was in your blind spot.
Yes, he was.
You didn't even see him turn.
I didn't see him turn. I didn't know where he went. I was still waiting for him to step out.
Now, I could see him, and as he worked his way down, I tried calling a little bit and kind of got him to come back up. He just wouldn't approach, turned around, and started to walk back. Now, he came into your line of sight again, though.
He did come in my line of sight. This time I realized he was going to be going away from me.
The wrong direction.
So we actually maneuvered around where we could actually get our gun out the little window. But by then it was just a little bit too late.
It was a 50-yard plus shot. You got it. You got the shot, but it was just a little too far distant.
It was a little bit too far.
Yeah. The shot was made, but we watched the bird fly away, and he sailed over 2 fields and was still going.
Yes, he was.
But it was quite an exciting way to.
It was a wonderful time. Yeah. I couldn't ask for anything better.
Well, we didn't take it easy for the rest of the day, though.
Oh, no, absolutely not. I believe we had to walk at least another 10 miles.
I think we did. We walked around on some of Mac's property here that butts up by the Clark State Forest.
Yes, we did.
We went back over into, was it Washington County that we were in? And we went back and tried another spot. How many turkeys did we see this evening?
It had to be real close to at least 20, 24 turkeys.
We were seeing groups of 5 and 6, and they just would not talk. They didn't want to respond to calls. They were just single-minded, walking across fields, heading for roost sites, and we just couldn't turn them toward us.
That's exactly correct.
Yeah. It started getting dark, getting hard to film. Now, we did have an interesting bird in one of the next to last flocks.
Yes, we did.
I had never seen one like that.
I hadn't either.
Tell me about it.
As we were sitting there watching the field as the hens came in, we noticed one that she was just about all white. The bottom part of her was kind of dark feathers, but she was out there fur enough that I really couldn't tell.
Yeah.
For if she was just.
She might have been 80, 85% white.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I was shooting some film off the shoulder with the camera, and it was a long way out. It was probably going to be a little bouncy, but we're going to show it because it was very unique. I had never seen it wasn't an albino because it wasn't pure white.
Correct.
We don't know if it might have been an escaped turkey from a farm. It could have been a mixed, or it could have just been a partial. Like you have a piebald deer that's sometimes you'll get, that's part white, part brown, and that's more than likely the case.
But it's the first one I've ever seen.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
That was very exciting.
Yeah, it was. I enjoyed that. Now, we're going to go back out in the morning.
Yes, we are.
And
me and Jack Rawlings.
Yep. Jack, our state turkey calling champion, was calling for us today, and he was working those birds hard tonight.
He worked those birds extremely hard. He done a great job.
They just didn't want to react. So we got our fingers crossed for tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Great.
And I believe we'll get one.
Let's take a little bit of break. We've got a really nice meal that Mac's wife, Shelley, has prepared for us. Mac actually cooked the steaks for us, and we've got salad and potatoes, and we got some dessert over there. I might just jump start to that.
Good.
And then we'll get some sleep, and we'll get out and tackle it again in the morning.
Sounds great.
Great.
Thanks.
We'll be right back.
After serving our country, serious injury shouldn't prevent our veterans from enjoying life. Paralyzed Veterans of America works with veterans to ensure that their health care and benefit needs are met, provides assistance with career needs, and offers challenging and rewarding activities. The Kentucky and Indiana chapter of PVA is proud to provide adaptive sports for members that includes hunting, fishing, trap and skeet shooting, bowling, and billiards. Visit us online to learn more about Paralyzed Veterans of America.
Lawrence County is an unexpected destination found in the heart of southern Indiana rolling hills, offering recreational landscapes, a rich limestone heritage, and unique outdoor experiences. This area is limestone country, well known for limestone quarries and stone carving heritage. It's also the home of Spring Mill State Park, geocaches, the the scenic East Fork of the White River, and underground caverns. Plan your adventure at limestonecountry.com or call 800-798-0769.
Looking for adventure? Marengo Cave has it all. Explore the underground wonders of Marengo Cave with our 2 easy walking tours, or go on an adventurous cave exploring trip with hard hats and lots of mud. Kids will love discovering gemstones at the Cave Springs mining flume. This U.S. National Natural Landmark has been open to the public since 1883 and provides breathtaking views of underground cave formations. Visit us online at marengocave.com and plan your visit today. Cave Country Canoes, located in the heart of Indiana's Cave Country, offers a variety of canoe rental trips from half-day outings for beginners to 2-day adventures for the more experienced enthusiast. Our canoe trips follow the gently meandering Blue River through the wooded hills of southern Indiana. Abundant wildlife and great fishing opportunities abound. Go to cavecountrycanoes.com for more information about our canoe and kayak trips. Your next adventure is just a paddle away.
Hi, Jim Donlin here from Westside Bait and Tackle in downtown Indianapolis. We are one of the oldest and best stocked bait shops in Indiana. Since 1951, we've offered a large selection of live baits including minnows, night crawlers, bee moth, and more, all at a low, low price. We have a complete selection of name brand rods, reels, lures, and tackle. We also have a full-service rod and reel repair center, so stop on in and see us soon.
For more information, go to www.westsidebaitshop.com. Life Essentials in Brookston, Indiana provides the products you need to become more independent. Products like our Journeyman wheelchair provide all-terrain access for the hunter and all-around outdoorsman. Every year, thousands of people are born with or acquire disabilities. Whether your special needs are for residential, commercial, agricultural, or just enjoying the outdoors once again, we customize our lifts and mobility products to fit your needs. We're raising you to new heights. Call today and we'll work with you to take back your life. Welcome back to Indiana Outdoor Adventures. We're in Crawford County today at Marengo Cave, and we've got an underground adventure for you today.
Caves in Indiana are found in the southern third of the state, in the limestone bedrock areas called karst. Now there are 5 tour caves in Indiana that are commercially operated and offer tours to the public. These show caves, as they're known, are different from wild caves in that they have trails and tour guides, lights, and of course, entrance fees. Welcome. This afternoon we're at Marengo Cave and we joined Carol Groves, who is kind of showing us around the cave today. And Carol, I'm kind of interested about all these formations that we have. Obviously, Marengo Cave is a show cave, and there's a lot to see. If I brought my family here, what kind of tours could I take them on?
Well, there's 2 really easy walking tours that you can just walk in any day starting at 9 o'clock and go on the Crystal Palace or the Dripstone Trail tours, or go on both of them.
There you go, because they only take, what, 30, 40 minutes each?
Well, the Crystal Palace that we're on right now is 35 to 40 minutes. The Dripstone Trail tour is 70 minutes.
Now,
very easy.
And the Crystal Palace, obviously, that's kind of the special room. But all along the tour, we've had all kinds of formations, from stalactites and stalagmites and soda straws and
glowstone and pools of water and draperies and bacons and many, you're right.
All kinds of exciting things.
Right.
Yeah. Now, Marengo Cave is pretty easy to find if you know where you're going. It's from Indianapolis, you're going to head south and then come west on 64. From the Louisville area, you're coming west on 64. So it's kind of right here in central southern Indiana.
Right in the heart of the cave country.
Right in the heart of cave country. I like that. In fact, if you visit the webpage at www.marengocave.com, it'll tell you all about the cave country and the caves that we have to see here. How long has Marengo Cave been open to the public?
The cave has been open since 1883.
And tell me just a little bit about who found it.
It was actually discovered by a brother and a sister that lived here in town, and they had overheard some boys at the private academy saying they found the sinkhole that washed open, and they snuck in before the schoolboys could get there. They got their candles and snuck in. They told the owner of the land a few days later, and he opened it up for tours.
And they found their place in history.
Right, horse and land.
Now, obviously, searching caves and exploring back then is candlelight.
Right.
Very different than LEDs and flashlights, and it was very dangerous then.
Right.
And since 1883, a week after discovery, it's been open to the public.
That is correct.
That's a long time. And you have a lot of visitors a year.
That's correct. We have over 50,000 visitors a year for thousands of school children and Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, church groups, you name it.
And besides the spelunking, the caving tours, you've got some more adventuresome tours.
That's right. We have cave exploring trips now. You can't just walk in and do those most of the time. You have to have a reservation, but we do offer those.
Yeah, and those are a little bit longer, half a day to an overnighter.
Not an overnight in the cave.
Okay.
We did that years ago, but we don't offer that anymore. But you can go cave exploring. There's just a real good introduction with a lot of conservation and stewardship and safety emphasized, as well as fun, of course.
Of course, and
mud.
And mud. You got to get a little bit of muddy every now and then. The nice thing too on the property, you've got camping capability. You've got cabins, picnicking, gemstone mining. Just down the road, you've got canoe rentals. So there really is more than just a 40-minute, 60-minute tour of a cave that you can do.
That's right. You can come for just a few hours or spend the weekend or several days.
Great. We're going to kind of follow some people around through the cave this afternoon and see all the cave formations that we can find.
Okay, sounds great.
The Crystal Palace tour turned out to be a great introductory tour for caves in Indiana. After the initial steps down into the cave itself, the pathway had a hardened surface that was really easy to walk on. It had very few steps, and the views of the cave formations were spectacular. Marengo Cave's 2 walking tours offered a great family experience, filled with very cool things like soda straws and flowstone, stories of previous cave visitors, and an unusual penny ceiling that you've just got to see to believe. The well-lit tour was punctuated only once with darkness, and that was on purpose. The tour guide gave us a really interesting look at what true dark really is, and she did warn us before doing it. Now, you don't have to be an expert in geology to appreciate the beauty of Marengo Cave. The overwhelming number of stalactites, stalagmites, and other cave formations, they just make you naturally go ooh and ah, just from being near them and getting to see them. That's it for today. Join us again next week right here on Indiana Outdoor Adventures. Oh.